Alright, boys, take two of recording this awkward intro. So, what's up, y'all? FPS, Dropkick. And listen, I've been seeing a lot of stuff on Twitter about everybody complaining about this aim assist. And, you know, I mean, it's been a topic for a while now. And, you know, it's understandable. Nobody wants to get into a game and then, you know, off drop they get in one clip by somebody using fucking L-Star or something like that. Whatever. But here's the problem. Here's the problem. Especially with the PC guys. We got this thing where we just feel like every shot that we take should just be wild and every bullet should land and we should be able to, you know, do whatever we want and just, you know, kill everybody every single time. And if they say that's not what it is, they lying to you. They lying. Because we on a mouse, we just expect every bullet to land. We like, yo, our shots are going here and we ain't missing a shot. And this person is also on a mouse and they about to miss everything because I'm the best player in the world. Like, this is, I'm dodging everything and they won't be able to get me. And I'm one-tapping them every time with an alternator. It's not how it works. Bro, who's doing this? Anyways. So yeah. Aim assist. One of the problems that people got is they just don't like getting one clip. And I think one of the things that people don't realize is that when they are getting one clip, it's because they doing what this guy's doing. They just standing there. You know, and let's say they not standing there. Let's say they like, you know, sitting here bobbing and weaving, jumping and sliding and stuff. Look where I'm at. What cover do I have? I don't have anything on the left side of me. The thing on the right side of me. All my cover is like right here and back here. So if I'm trying not to get shot, this is where I'm supposed to be trying to get to. The issue is that people take fights and they, you know, right here out in the open, and they go, alright, I'm getting him, I got him, and then they get down and they go, alright, he's one hit. And it's like, okay, one, you missed a lot of shots. Just because he one hit, don't mean that he's down. You should have just knocked him. If you're this close, you should have knocked him. And the issue is that they just like, yo, the guy's on controller clearly because he didn't miss a shot. Is he on control? Just because he didn't miss a shot, is he on controller? Or did he not miss a shot because he practiced at close range and he doesn't have to, you know, be cautious of, oh, well, what if I just, you know, whiff a couple shots and then all of a sudden I get down? Like, you should have enough confidence in this range to be able to beat anybody. Like, you shouldn't be missing anything from that. And that's with pretty much any gun. You should be right here practicing these shots all the time. Like, yeah, it's fun to, you know, go back here, slap all the attachments on, you know, spray at one of those guys all the way back there. That's fine. Honestly, and I mean, it helps people. But I can tell you right now, me standing here or standing back there and shooting these all day, that's not going to help me win a fight against aim assist. One, these things don't shoot back. These things can shoot back, but they ain't got aim assist. So that's completely irrelevant. Y'all gotta take fights smarter. And even if you're in a situation where you go, well, I had no cover, we fighting in the middle of a room, it's just me and this guy, we're this close. At this point, if you lose and you still blaming it on aim assist, that's because you're just not good at the game at that point. Like, at some point you gotta stop blaming aim assist because you missing too many shots. Aim assist helps them aim, but aim assist doesn't make your aim worse. That's not how it works. Just because this guy got aim assist doesn't mean that now all of a sudden it's like reflecting your shots, so now you're just missing all the time. Like, not how it works. If you're getting this close, you need to work on winning these fights. Like, and you don't have to tell anybody. Look, it's just you in here. It's just you by yourself. Stop acting like you're gonna judge yourself because you suck at close range gunfights. Like, suck at close range gunfights, work on it. Eventually you'll get good at it, and eventually you'll stop dying to aim assist. The only reason why I don't complain about dying to aim assist is because normally when I die, one, it's because I'm doing something super stupid, and two, the other person just landed more shots, so I'm just assuming that the person's just good at the game. I don't really care if they're using a controller or using a mouse. Don't really matter to me. Because at the end of the day, had I landed more shots, I would have beat him. Had I been in a better position, you know, I would have beat him. Yeah, I got examples of, you know, how to, you know, avoid getting beat up by aim assist. And, yeah, we can go look at that stuff, and you'll see a lot of stuff that I use just, you know, sliding in the corners and, you know, when I'm reloading, using cover. You know, just, it's simple stuff. Alright, so here's the first, here's a good example of what I was talking about before. So I land here, I grab a gun. I see two guns. I don't know if the other guy has a gun, but you know, like right here, it's like, you gotta, first off, you gotta be able to land a shot, okay? Even if that guy was on aim assist, even if he was using a controller, like, at the end of the day, you gotta try to land those shots. Like, when you that close, if you trying to be the best and you trying to just outbeat other players, you gotta be able to just land those shots. You can't really make no excuse for it. Like, even if he had all the help in the world, at the end of the day, it's still on you to try to land those shots. And then right after that, I go to reload, and then I, you know, go into my slot. And it's just one of those force of habit things where I just always do that. Like, whenever I'm getting into a fight and I gotta reload, I'm trying to find cover. Then right here, I come over here, and then I see a guy come up, and what's about to happen is, now I don't know if he's on aim assist or not, but at this, like I said, I don't really care. So my first instinct is to go ahead and fire at him, and then, you know, what I just did was I tried to switch my weapon behind cover. Like, whenever I'm doing anything, I'm not doing it out in the open, because that's the first way to die. Like, had I kept trying to fight that guy just standing there and kept missing like that, he could have very well noticed that and just went ahead and pushed me, especially if he seen that all I had left was the P20. So it's just one of those things where it's take the fight and make it your fight. He was out in the open, I had cover, so I could get free shots on him, step in cover, reload, switch weapons, literally anything, save. Because even with aim assist, he can't shoot me through the wall. Okay, so here's another fun one. So there's a team down here, and we obviously about to push them. Now, I'm about to miss a good portion of my shots, but it's what I do after that that obviously stops me from, you know, getting killed. So here you see me shooting, I'm missing a lot of shots. But notice how close I am to the rock compared to the person. Notice how, like, the distance between the person I'm fighting and the rock. So I try to keep the rock and the person super close together, so in case I actually have to hide or get behind cover, I can just, you know, peek back there a lot faster. The angle is a lot smaller from that far away. And then from here, it's literally just, you know, using height. Yeah, I caught a guy over here sleeping. But yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, you look at my crosshair and you see where the person's at, and then I have them, like, this got to be, what, probably just a couple inches or whatever, but you see where she's at in the middle of the screen, and then how close I am to cover. So at all times, like right now I got to reload. First thing, like, while I'm doing everything, I'm constantly bobbing closer and closer towards the rock, because I don't know how good this person is. They could be an absolute god at the game, and he could be ready to one-clip me at any second. I don't know that. But as long as I got this rock here, you know, he can't do that. So I'm constantly bobbing towards the rock. But like I said, that's just one of those things where it's like, you got to use your surrounding. Don't go into a fight without having, you know, a plan. Like, I have two teammates here. This is my fourth teammate right here, is this rock. I'm using this rock to keep me safe so I can go ahead and try to execute whatever plan I'm trying to come up with. So, just another thing to think about. Oh, alright, so the last example, I guess. So yeah, we got a team in here. And I'm landing a bunch of shots on them. Now at this point, I recognize I don't think these guys are all that great. So I'm going super aggressive. And going here, throwing a bunch of shots. Notice how I slide into cover, go to reload, get back behind the box. And then look at this. I'm still safe, but notice how I get close to the wall just to use that as a little bit of extra cover. Like, even though I had 100% confidence that we was going to pretty much win this fight right here, I still keep in mind that at any point, whoever I'm going against can just absolutely obliterate me. So always try to apply the same principles of keeping cover close to me. No matter how much I'm rolling in the lobby, I'm keeping the cover, because no matter how good you are, if you stand in front of 3 people and all they have to do is like 30 damage each to knock you down, it doesn't matter how good you are, because they're just going to beat you every time. So even though I was super confident that we was just going to beat these guys anyway, because I didn't think that they had a chance just from shooting at them inside of here and noticing that the one guy didn't even try to move out of the way. He just kind of stood there and let me hit him from that far away. Like, I'm playing the angles. I'm keeping this box, and I'm keeping everything to the left of me because they're to the left of me. So I'm making sure I got cover at all times whenever I'm doing anything. Like, I could have stood there and actually got knocked, like she did. But the difference is, if you notice where she's at versus where I'm at. She's standing out in the open, and then I'm off to the side right here. So now I go to reload. At some point she has to reload because she just sprayed down that guy with me. At some point she got to reload. Now I'm going into my reload animation. I just helped knock him. The first thing I do is I go, okay, I got a guy in front of me pulling a gun up. I have to reload, and I don't care how fast I can reload. It doesn't make any sense to stay in here and just try to shoot at them if, one, at any point, you just shouldn't stand there at all at any point. Two, if they are on aim assist, they are just going to delete me because this is pretty close. So it just doesn't make sense to just stay in here like that. So of course I go left because what I'm trying to do is cut off this line of sight. And the quickest way to close that line of sight is to go as far left as I can. Because at some point she'll end up back behind here. And I'll either be behind this yellow tube or I'll be behind the box. Depending on how far I want to go. But like I said, we was doing pretty good against this team. So I just assumed that we could take them. So I just played more aggressive. So instead of going behind the box, being a little bit more passive with the reload, I decided to go, forward. But notice how I cut the angle off, and now all of a sudden she's not on the screen. So now I'm free, because I know exactly where she's at. I'm free to, go ahead and get a peek at her, and try to pre-fire her and spray her down. Now she just knocked one of my teammates. Now obviously I will hope that she knows that the two of us are to her right, and she does have a teammate right there that can also ping it. And you notice how my teammate started taking damage. This is because instead of him hugging the wall and then creeping up on her using the angles, keeping them closed, he went wide. So he went wide, she could still see him. So, I mean, it helped because he was out there, so he kept her distracted. But now I'm like right here in her face. So then I go pre-fire. Obviously she's not there, but I got more than enough bullet. Stop. Then she comes leaping out of the corner. And then at this point, say he was dead already, this is still a winnable fight for me because I approached it in a smart way. Even if he was already knocked and he hadn't hit her at all, this is still a winnable fight because this is me tracking her, and then say she manages to survive it, and then I run out of ammo. All I'm doing at this point is sliding right back behind this and either reloading or swapping and then sliding out. So I still have a better chance, and I haven't taken any damage yet. So I still got 125 health. So even if she took all the damage from me, I still got more health than her. And again, at that point, it's sliding into cover, reloading, switching the gun or something. And then when I get back out, I don't even have to get out. At this point, I just force her to push me because I got the health advantage. And if I feel like she's going to try to back off, then I can just, you know, bum rush her. But, you know, it's the same thing always applies, that you just got to keep the cover. Just keep the cover on you. And it's winnable pretty much every single time. I appreciate y'all clicking on the video, and let me know what you thought.